Good afternoon. um, I fucking somehow managed to sleep in on Saturday morning, and by the time I got up, I was not in any condition to be playing DMC. So my apologies for that. I really planned on actually doing that this weekend. Because I was going to say, oh, today, the day I was attending Luca and Violet's 14 wedding, I thought, yeah, that'll be the one I might miss, because obviously, like, I don't know how long it's gonna go for, I don't know if we're gonna hang out afterward. Hey, Haunted, how's it going? So yeah, I left that as, like, a tentative thing, and honestly, I didn't feel much better than from yesterday, so I was like, you know what? I'm getting close to the point that I can just burn through the rest of Paladin. And I also realized, I think I never did the Shadowbringers tank questline on stream, because I would have done that with Ray, as I leveled her up, which I obviously wasn't doing on stream. So, we're gonna kill two birds with one stone today. It might do a little bit of dungeoning just to get to 80, because I need to do that to complete the Shadowbringers one, which will let me get, like, the capstone quest for Paladin done, and then we'll be free to move on to other things. Yeah. Assume 14 wedding was good? Yes, it was good. That was a nice, like, change of pace, and also probably, like, outside of, like, literally raiding is probably the most people I've, like, literally hanged out with in 14. But no, it was good. There's a shitload of screenshots on Luca's Discord for, a bunch of the wedding. I, actually, could show a bit of that. I put together something I can pretty much only wear as a black mage, that I was pretty happy with. So, the suit... Hang on. Jeepers, just get everything out of the road. So the suit is just regular shit, pants and everything. That's just, you can buy that for, like, I think it's like 200,000 gil. Not very interesting. I, dyed it grape. Was it grape purple? Thank you. Cause, I didn't really like the black, and, like, honest to God, this is something I would wear. Like, deep purple, or, like, a deep purple kind of suit with, like, this kind of stuff. I really like purple as, like, a... Actually, shit. I think all of my, like, fancy clothes are, like, shades of purple now that I think about it. I've got a bunch of ties that are all that. I've got a shirt that's like that for, like, when I'm wearing dark suits. I don't actually have a suit that is purple, though, but... Regardless, the thing I was really happy with, was the gloves here. So, oh, you can't really see it on that one. So, they're one of the few gloves I found in the game that actually have painted nails. And also dyeing it grape purple or whatever it was. I thought it was going to change the nail tone, which would have been, like, nails purple, glove black would have been better than what it is here. But I actually like, the little bit of purple it added to, like, just up the hand. So, yeah, it's cool shit. Again, there's a bunch of screenshots in Luca's Discord about that, if anyone with access to that Discord, which is anyone who wants to, is able to do. So yeah, it was good. There's like one or two screenshots that, hang on. There was one that I was, like, really happy with. Besides, like, obvious ones, like, besides obvious ones like, you know, Luca and, Violet kind of just there. Hang on. I'm gonna pull up browser window. Wait, where the fuck is it? Did I put you in overlays? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Where... I've lost it. Where the fuck is it? Wait, where is it? I'm actually confused now. Where the... Oh, there it is. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Should look at that one. Right under my nose. There we go. So there's like a waiting room, in the back. Or, sorry, let me rephrase that. There's a waiting room in, the area where you can kind of sit around while, like, the couple are kind of, like, preparing the area for you. And, yeah, it get... We're all joking like, oh, Jesus Christ, this looks like, this looks like the council is about to judge you. Like the fucking Yakuza. I like this one in particular because, like, getting everyone to look at the camera is, like, especially with, like, Raven and Val here, like, kind of looking over their shoulders. It's just, like, a really nice shot. So, from left to right, can you see my mouse? Oh, there you go. So, we've got, Mina over here. We got Charles, me, obviously. We've got Rose, Lila, of course, Raven, Val, and then Sean. Kind of sick, to be honest. Yeah, it was really cool. I like that they have, like, a little waiting area, too. It feels like... Like, obviously, obviously, like, in terms of organizing, like, the instances and shit like that, they probably need a holding area to move you between, like... To be able to overlap with, like, not being able to go into the hall yet, but like, clearly indicating you're going in there. That was a good one. Hold on. Let me at least get a picture of, Luca and Violet. Feels kind of dumb not, Wait, where the fuck Where did Val put all those screenshots? Because I'm, like, 90% sure... there we go. That's a good one. There they are. Luca, Violet. That was really cool. Yeah. We also ended up getting... Fuck, what was it? Minions... We got a couple of minions with it. Oh, I've still got the Bridesmoogle there. So you can see this little guy here just carrying the flowers, and then I also got, what was it? There's another minion. No. God. There it is. Demon box. Walking present. I feel like that's meant to be, like, there's a couple of, demon bosses in the game where, like, they're, like, fused in with a wall. I feel like it's meant to be kind of... Where'd you go? Oh, there. Oh! Oh, no, it's a fucking, I forget the name. Little dust bunny things. Oh, literally. But yeah, no, that was super cool. It was a nice chill time. I wish I could play more 14 with, everyone, but time zones and that, do not help with that, unfortunately. Anyway, we've got some other business to take care of. Hopefully, or mainly, hoping that the Paladin questline becomes good. And I mean, this is literally a tournament arc, so I'm hoping it will be. Hi, PJ. How's it going? Milo's expectant gaze tells you that the time has come. It begins, Aldine. There are 8 combatants in each group, meaning you must triumph in 3 bouts in order to advance to the final. And the opponent for your first bout is Bartholomew of the Sultan Sworn. I don't know, I've never done these, but I think they said Stormblood was better. I mean, Heavenswood was atrocious. It would have to be it wouldn't need to try hard to be better than that. So, it's unfortunately not saying much. Defeat him, and you'll next face the victor of another pairing, and so on. Needless to say, each encounter will be more difficult than the last. But one fight at a time. The tournament registrar will call you when it's time to take to the Blood Sands. Go now. Good luck. Fuck yeah. Also, the thing so I tweeted last night about something I noticed about Aldine in particular. Like when I'm like AFK or waiting for Q and stuff like that, I usually like fiddle around with glamour and just kind of like, you know, have a look at my character, have a look at whatever character I'm using at the time, thinking about what like I put them in for certain jobs, all that kind of shit. And during the course of last night, I think I realized something about Aldine that is like really strange, and I don't know if it's just me, but Lucas seemed to agree, and I think Val did too. So like, side profile, beautiful, handsome boy. If you can see both of his eyes, though, he looks like a bit of a dork. It's like, literally, if you can only see one of his eyes, which means you probably got him in a profile, like, hot as fuck. Front on and... yeah. I don't know how to feel about it, to some degree, because I'm like, oh, hi. Because, I mean, who cares? But at the same time, it's uncanny how, like, excuse me. It's uncanny how, like, degrees of change in how you're looking at him actually, like, really frames his face differently. It's bizarre. Anyway. Time to go beat another paladin. He does kind of look like a dork. Yeah, yeah. Huh. To think that I would draw you for my very first opponent. I thank the heavens even as I curse them. But no matter, no matter who my opponent may be, I shall fight with all my being for the pride of the Sultan Sworn. See you on the Blood Sands, my friend. It is time, my lord. Pray see to your final preparations and let me know when you are ready to proceed. Now, I wonder how much of the other fights we're actually going to see. Because I get the feeling that... well, hang on. So there's 63, 65, 67, and then I think it goes straight to 70? So there's at least one quest that's not going to have a bout. If I had to guess, it's probably the one before the final one, but who knows. So I'm interested to see what, like, story current works through this outside of the literal me trying to beat everyone in a tournament. Hey, bud. Time to die. First match of the Thol group, Bartholomew and Aldine. I already fucked up because I didn't do this. Sloppy. Damn easy. Yeah, it's kind of easy when I'm, like, synced to 65 for a 63 quest. Oh. Oh, okay. I was not expecting this so early. Okay. Who are you? Oh. Why would you do this? Ow. Back to the wall, then. How can you be so strong? Final match of the Thol group. Oh, so there's like 3 stages of... Ah. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Wait, did that actually say that this would decide who's going to the final? Wow, maybe we're... Okay. Wow, I don't know how I feel about this already, because there's a lot of potential in just, like, the thing they set up with a tournament arc, but then they're just like, lol. Speed through the majority of it in one... Okay. Don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, that was all of the fights up to the final. Why? I have problems already. That concludes all the matches for the Thol group, and what heart-stopping encounters they were. Verily, Dower, the crowd expected and the combatants delivered. Not least of all, the group winner, Aldine Felspark, who carved a convincing path to the final. Shall we retrace his steps for those who came in late? Oh my god. They 100% were gonna spread it across a thing and then didn't. Like, why would you recap what we just did when we just did it? And stories do this a lot when they want to make sure that people are keeping up. But this literally just happened. And it's not like a small oh, Jesus Christ. Why'd you even give it a tournament arc if you were just gonna... Aldine's first... You read my mind. Aldine's first match pitted him against Bartholomew. The Salted Sworn fought with heart, but in the end he was outclassed by the Star Adventurer. Though he could take the pride in his effort, unfortunately he had to take his leave of the tournament. There was no getting past Aldine, who went on to face the hulking Bronze Bull. A veteran of countless matches here in Colosseum, you could say he had the ground advantage. From the onset, the man brought his prodigious strength to bear, unleashing wave upon wave of punishing attacks, but Aldine calmly weathered them all to emerge the victor. With that, he advanced to the Thol group's final match against Handelo of the Temple Knights. Employing blistering techniques seldom seen this side of Eorzea, the Ishgardian visitor looked dangerous indeed. Truth be told, for a moment there I feared for Aldine, but the adventurer dug deep to secure victory, and a place in the Eel Cup final. Ah, the mere remembering of it sets my heart to racing like a runaway chocobo. Take deep breaths, my friend. There's still more excitement to come. The Nald group matches are due to commence shortly, with the likes of First Sword Myla taking to the Blood Sands. Okay, maybe this is why they were doing it this way. What have I done to deserve such a treat? Won't be missing these matches, and neither should any of you. Make it sound really fancy when it doesn't need to? What do you mean? Like, wait, what am I making sound fancy? Like, one of the voices I was doing, or? All unfolds as anticipated. The game makes it sound really fancy. Oh. Yeah, oh, sorry, I gotcha, The free paladin I told you about is living up to expectations, aye. That he is. Keep up your winning ways, my friend, and win us a fortune. That hook for the story would also make much more sense if it was on the first victory to set up... Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Aldine, you are magnificent. Our match will remain etched in my memory and inspire me always. I have absolutely no answer to you. Such precious things you must have protected to become so strong. Yes. I can say that again. As you know, we Sultan Swan live to protect her grace. By any measure, this is a vital duty, and ever do I strive to be worthy of the role. Crossing swords with you this day, it has given me to think that perhaps it is not enough. Whatever it is that I yet lack, mayhap I shall find it in witnessing you. I thought I had something of a chance, but I was clearly getting ahead of myself. You gave me a thorough schooling, and I'll mean to take the lesson to heart. Though my tournament may be over, I shall remain in Ul'dah to watch the matches to come. I believe I speak for all of us here when I wish you the best of luck. Our hopes go with you now, my friend. Oh, a woman named Myla was looking for you. If you haven't already spoken with her, mayhap you should seek her out. A place in the final. I knew you had it. I knew you had it in you, but to witness it all unfold was nothing short of awe-inspiring. The winner of the Nald group will square off against you for the title, and suffice it to say, I intend to be that person. I shall see to it that a match between us becomes a reality. I hope that I can count on your support. Nald's name. Myla is ready for action. The Nald group matches are about to begin. As you will eventually be fighting one of us, I suggest you watch every match closely. The tournament usher outside will grant you access to the viewing gallery. Now then, I'd best set about my preparations. Let us speak again later. I do like the idea. Like, see, this is why I thought this would actually be kind of interesting, because I thought maybe what they may do here, or what they could do here, is like have you watch a match and have it be like quick, but it goes through all the mechanics a fight one of the fighters could have, right? And maybe things happen where, you know, someone gets trounced, you don't see too much, or they really don't do much until they're actually really pushed. Like, there's some interesting stuff you can do there that makes, like, a player engaged in watching others fight to help them when they come to defeating or trying to fight someone else. Because, like, and then they can also, like, make the later fights more difficult because you necessarily have to have watched them before, so you should know what you're doing. Thus, they can make some mechanics more punishing, or sprinkle in some more as, like, someone gets pushed to the edge and shit like that. But then they blew through the entire first thing. So, already, I'm only looking forward to seeing who is the winner. So, okay, I guess all of the tension that could have been raised by something like that, already gone. And, like, yeah, it's kind of sucks. Like, that would have been a neat opportunity, but I guess, like, they have something else in mind for the story, so... Greetings, my lord. Will you be watching the Nulled group matches? I sure will. Like, they could do something closer to the duels in Bozia, right? You see the fight beforehand, therefore it's necessarily harder. So the first one you don't have anything for, so they, you know, balance it as they would any other encounter. But then, like, you watch the next competitors go, and you're like, oh, okay, that person does this. And then you find out that all of those mechanics are really punishing because you should be watching your fucking opponent. Like, I don't know. Anyway. So the Null group has been pared down to 2 combatants. Awesome. All of that just happened off screen. Oh, I hate this already. Okay. So the Null group has been pared down to 2 combatants. While we wait for their match to begin, let us look back over the group's notable encounters. In the first round, local darling Franz the Fair crossblades with Constante, Free Paladin of Ishgard. Though the pundits tipped Franz as the outright favourite, the younger... sorry, the other one. Though the pundits tipped Franz as the outright favourite, the younger Constante refused to be cowed, tenaciously staying in the game before landing a single mighty blow that ended the proceedings. Undoubtedly one of the upsets of the tournament, and most upsetting of all for maidens the realm over. Oh. By that victory, Constante booked a meeting with First Sword Myla, who had predictably triumphed in her own opening match. For those of you who were banking on another upset, however, it was not to be. From the opening moments, it was plain from his sluggish movements that Constante's earlier exertions had taken their toll. Meanwhile, the First Sword was all business. With her textbook-perfect technique and methodical maneuvering, she took firm control from the halfway mark and didn't let go until her opponent was on his knees. I believe preparations for the tournament's penultimate match are in order. Myla, First Sword of the Gladiators Guild, will take the arena against Black Lotus, the mystery contestant who has soundly defeated all comers. Okay, so am I actually going to watch an encounter as... Okay, this seems like a cutscene. Fuck, okay. And Black Lotus advances to the Ul Cup final. In another nail-biting clash, the First Sword showed her class against an unknown opponent. However, Black Lotus kept up with her blow for blow, and seemingly out of nowhere clinched victory with a magnificent parry. So sublime was the timing. It calls to mind the sword of Nald. Ah, now that you mention it, I can definitely see the resemblance. With that sublime strike, our second Ul Cup finalist has been decided. Aldine Felspark will take on the mysterious Black Lotus in a battle that promises to go down in Colosseum, nay, Ul'dan history. Please look forward to it. I know I will. Oh no, that was Dowan, not... what's his name? How cool would that have been if it was two quests later and I had already been through a bunch of tournament fights? She lost! Myla lost! Bah, so much for the lauded First Sword. What would we do? The Black Lotus could ruin everything. If he ends up winning the tournament, we'd be neck-deep in debt paying what's owed. Fret not, my friend. We already know Black Lotus's strings. As a matter of fact, we are pulling them as we speak. Truly? Do I not always say one can never have too many guarantees? I think that one more beauteous than me should be found in Nishgard. Well, it was not for it, but to train harder and grow more beauteous. That Black Lotus fellow, though, there was something familiar about him. Beauteous ferocity I'd swear I've seen before, but I cannot remember where. Yeah, okay, we're really laying it on thick that Black Lotus is the guy we saw in the beginning, or saw during the Gladiator thing. Milo's truly a complete fighter. She gave me nary a flaw or opening to exploit. I can see why she is the Guildmaster. Well, my little campaign may be over, but I take heart in the knowledge that yours continues. I shall pray for your victory. Yeah, rough luck, Constain. You went up against the teacher. The one that fell down? The one that was, like, previous... No, he was the one who pretended he was dead, I think. PC broke down again. Oh no! I was gonna say, hope you're doing well, Ryuzaki, but clearly not. From technique to sheer strength, that Black Lotus was a class above me in all aspects. What's more, he fought with a ferocious style that resembled... but never mind that. Dwelling on it won't change the result. It was bested in a fair contest, and I shall give credit where it is due. My only regret is that I could not meet you in the final, Aldine. Falls to you now to bring pride to our guild's name. After the match, Black Lotus came and said that he wished a word with you. The way he mentioned your name gave me the impression that he knew you, but then again, many people do. At any rate, I don't see any harm in obliging the man. If you can spare a moment, he asks that you come to the quicksand. Yeah, because he's probably in his fucking cups. A gladiator that fights in a very similar format to someone we all already know, who frequents a bar. Same issue as last time too, generic hardware failure. So I either got faulty RAM or the motherboard's going out. Ugh. That sucks. Hopefully it's just the RAM. Anytime a motherboard thing happens, I'm just like, I should probably just get a new PC. Like, really. You can threaten me all you like, but I ain't pulling out. It's poor form, see? Well, far be it from me to ruin your form, but there's a trivial matter I would bring to your attention. You bastard. Very trivial, yes? I'm sure you'll make the right decision. You listening, eh? Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle. Look, I know I asked you to come here, but something's come up. We'll have to do this another time. This next bit is just gonna be purely... God, I already know what it's gonna be. Fucking... Like, this thing is going to devolve into purely dealing with, like, these Lalafell. What was his name? Oh, Ode? Odd? Probably Odd. The betting pun, but... Well, did you meet Black Lotus? Yeah, he's being threatened by someone in the city. Postponed, you say? I wonder what he wanted. Nowhere else, you could always try... chatting in the arena. It would hardly be the first time folk got talkative in battle. I must say, though, the disappointment of elimination is swiftly giving way to anticipation. I look forward to seeing you clash with Black Lotus, and, needless to say, come away with the win. Fade to Black Lotus. Milo's expectant gaze could only mean one thing. It is time. It's time, Aldine. The All-Cup fight. Oh, This is... What the fuck is with the Paladin questline and taking, like, concept after concept, resolving it, and then introducing something new? Why couldn't you do this over the entire thing? Ugh. It's time, Aldine. Yep, you have what it takes to win. Just fight as you always do, and the rest will follow. But this clearly isn't the end. Like, I know that from a meta perspective, because it's a level 68 job quest. Like... Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my regret to inform you that Black Lotus is withdrawn from the match. Hey Charles, how's it going? It just feels like the Gladiator questline should have been... Well, no. I think the tournament thing is like a nice capstone to the Paladin questline, because it brings together both sides of it. We're fighting a bunch of Paladins, and we're fighting a bunch of Gladiators too, you know, like besting each other in combat, learning from each other and shit. It has like a lot of potential to be a really intriguing storyline. But then they blew through the entire tournament in the first two quests, and now they're changing it to be a... This is the exact same structural problem that the Heavensward questline had. The Heavensward questline had it worse because it was trying to do way more, right? But it's the same thing. They start off with a concept, and then they blow through that concept as quick as possible to introduce another concept for the story, to then introduce an... Fucking shambles. In the absence of an opponent, the winner of the Cup final is Aldine Felspark by default. Hey, you don't think that those rumors could be true, do you? What, that Black Lotus is Aldous, the gladiator who was banished from the Colosseum? Oh, seems a little far-fetched, but you never know these things. In an unexpected turn of events, Black Lotus, the winner of the Nald group, has withdrawn. I repeat, Black Lotus has withdrawn. 12 in a tangle. What in blazes is going on? We will relay further information as soon as more becomes available. Please bear with us. It's got the great pacing of anime filler, but no, that's the problem. It doesn't. This is treating a tournament arc like it's a Monster of the Week format. It literally blew through an entire tournament in a questline. Like, that's the problem. It's not letting any of this stuff breathe. It's just going through as many fucking things as it can. And, which is the exact same problem with the Heavensward one, where, like, the story was so twisted and told in such an order that, like, what the story seemed to be about changed from questline to questline. And oh god, you even put yourself into, the format of this, or the concept of this part of the questline, like, would usually have a slower pace than this. I do one battle in one quest, we talk about it, we might see another person who battles, we do the second battle, you know, we start to see who's kind of bubbling to the top, and we start to see some stuff about the Lalafels messing with shit. Then we spend a quest investigating, like, or, no, then we have the third one that gets us to the final, right? And it becomes clear that something's up. We take one quest in between all of that to explore what the fuck that happens, come up with a game plan, and in the final one, we go ahead against Black Lotus and instigate whatever plan we have. But here, instead of having all of these parallel and, like, given room to breathe, it gets done with half of the tournament, establishes the Lalafels, gets the rest of the half of the tournament done. Lalafels still appear. Okay. The next... It's bad. It's bad. It's just... I'll talk about this after I get to the end of it, because this is actually really annoying. What is the meaning of this? Apologies, my lady, but it's as... I'm as much in the dark as you are. It was the tournament registrar who spoke with Black Lotus on the matter. Not even the organizers have full grasp of the situation. It is uncommon for combatants to withdraw from a match, but when it does happen, more often than not, something illicit is afoot. While some might consider default to be the sweetest word, I know that you do not. Nay, an unearned victory such as this rings hollow and brings you no satisfaction. As such, I have a mind to delve into what will certainly prove to be some dark places. May I rely on your help? Good. To begin with, let us go and ask the tournament registrar about his conversation with Black Lotus. You know what it feels like? It feels like they felt like they had too many parallel stuff going on in the last questline, so they were like, okay, hold on. Maybe we should be resolving these more in, like, a... what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, maybe we should wrap things up as we introduce them, right? So that we don't fall into the trap of having so many parallel things that eventually the player loses... And, like, jumping across all of them so the player loses, like, what the fuck is even the point of the stuff happening. But instead, they did that in a situation that would have lent itself more to what they tried to do in Heaven's Word. Yes, my lord. Black Lotus came and informed me that he was no longer wished to fight. This happened shortly after you entered the ante-room. I assumed he would follow suit, but instead he declared his withdrawal. Stunned as I was, by the time I had gathered my wits and thought to ask for his reason, he had spun on his heels and left. He was headed in the direction of Pearl Lane, I believe. If you wish to speak with him, I suggest you take your search there. Wow, that's in the middle of fucking nowhere, in terms of Aetherites. I suppose the Weavers Guild will have to do. Actually, I'm probably just better off running from here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with the fucking Paladin job quest writing. It's so strange. Oh. They immediately drop another... Fuck! I'd say it's time to come clean. Sharp as you are, you've probably seen through the masquerade anyway. Aldine, it's good to see you again. As myself, at any rate. Let me guess. You demand to know why I abandoned you at the arena. I'll tell you that and more besides, but this stays between us, understood? Since we took care of business with Levold and I left Uldar, I've been roaming the land like a proper vagabond, in the course of which I helped a child in need. I've already met the little scamp. I came upon him one day... Oh, you've already met that? Oh. Came upon him one day, all on his lonesome, his face caked in dirt. War orphan like so many out there. Upon learning what I did for a living, he decided that he must learn swords play and begged me to teach him. Wouldn't take no for an answer, the stubborn bugger, and he's been following me around ever since. Now, those that came to me with threats, they mistook the boy for my own and took him hostage, demanded that I pull out of the tournament. If it were just my own head, I wouldn't think twice about risking it, but I wouldn't gamble with someone else's life. The boy may not be my flesh and blood, but he's in danger on my account. And here we are. What can I say? In spite of myself, I've taken to the rascal. I knew it was you, the moment we fought. Isla, my dear, you as ravishing as ever. Spare me. All this time you couldn't bestir yourself to send a single goddamned letter. Oh, easy on the anger now. It would be a right shame to line that beautiful face with wrinkles. I'm about to shield bash you, my man. That's neither here nor there. Now tell me why you've returned. As hasty as ever, too, I see. If you must know, rumors had reached me of a free paladin named Aldine Felspark whose skills were beyond compare. Precisely how far beyond compare had his skill become, I simply had to see. Nay, test for myself. So I made my way back to Uldar. When I arrived, I learnt the prestigious Ul Cup had been revived. If Aldine enters, I'd get my wish. If he doesn't, I'd just have to settle for winning the tournament and resuming my wanderings. With a little help from an old friend, I acquired an invitation and found myself a suitably menacing full-face helm. Being something of a pariah, it wouldn't do to be seen, you see. If you went through all that effort for the sake of fighting Aldine, why did you withdraw? Simply put, to make way for money. Not mine, mind you, but someone else's. As you know, a tournament of this scale sees stupendous sums of coin moved, and there are some who'd stop at nothing to ensure that it moves their way. Well, turns out that Black Lotus was standing between an especially unscrupulous crew for their fortune, and so they took my boy and threatened his life. Boy? Aye, well, it's a rather embarrassing tale. Let's save it for after I'm a few tankards in. Someone wants you to win, Aldine, at all costs. I do not disagree with their choice of champion. Their methods do not sit well with me. But I'm afraid the rest will have to wait. The danger hasn't passed. Though I did as I was told, they haven't kept their part of the bargain. I mean to mount a rescue, and for this I could use your help. I knew I could count on you. First of all, we must track down these match-fixing, child-abducting villains for the sake of haste. Let us split up and investigate. If you could ask after shady sorts in these places, or in these parts, I'll see to nearby areas. Child? When the hell did he... I hate this questline. I fucking hate this questline. So they write Myla to be, like, smitten by Aldous, despite the fact he's a complete prick. And always like, pretty face, blah, blah, blah. They fucking stumble over the simplest fucking writing concepts, and then... I hate it. This questline is... This entire job questline is just trash. It's utterly... It's just wasted potential and fucking misogyny to with misogyny on top for no fucking reason. This honestly feels like some writer on the team or something. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. That's like the way this is written makes me think I'm reading something that's self-insert and Aldous is the self-insert or some shit. Like, I don't know. This is just really not good. Shady sorts taking wages on the Ul Cup. Well, I haven't seen any myself, but safe to say they're out there. It's Uldar, after all. True. What? You here to laugh at me? Well, there's plenty around here hoping to strike it rich, quick. Don't know any bookmakers myself. Don't have the coin for that. Someone's bound to. Huh. Where? Hold up. I need to look at something real quick. Destitute citizen? Yeah, Dunesfell or Dunesfolk Lalafell. Sorry, I'm like really curious if I can actually get that hairstyle for Vevern. So I think that would probably suit. I got one from the Gold Saucer. That looked a lot like that one, but that crate will kill Lalafells. Oh. Yeah, that seems like a bit of a hazardous living conditions. Someone should alert Brian David Gilbert. Can you tell me what hairstyle she has? appearance. Gender, race, clan... Oh, here it is. That doesn't tell me anything about the fucking... Okay. Cool. Hair color... You show me the hair color, but I can't see... Gender, race, clan, body type, height, bust size, jaw, eye shape, iris size, eye color, eyebrows, nose, ear shape, mouth, ear length. Nowhere did that say anything about the hairstyle. And there's basically nothing else to do with them. I may need to look into this later. Either that, or it's like a default one, and I just don't know where to actually get it. Gambling? Match fixing? Whatever you're talking about. Kidnapping? Oh, gods, I never imagined they'd do that, go that... me and my big mouth. Alright, I'll tell you what I know. Least I can do to clear my conscience. Black market bookmaker. He has no established base. Better to avoid the authorities, but right now he has a lackey near the gate of Thol. Say to the fellow the words, doubt the truth, and he'll tell you where to go. Now leave me be. You didn't hear this from any of me. Or you didn't hear any of this from me. Blech. Fucking words. I don't suppose this suspicious fellow is probably one of the Lalafell behind... Oh, no. Oh, God. Surionge, come back from the past. Doubt. Truth. Oh, a customer. Collecting, are you? And it's over by the Sultan tree. Just so you know, it might be a bit noisy. My mate there's babysitting at the moment. God, because snooping around while the tournament arc is going on would actually be a really neat distraction from this. And, you know, we, like, we take back the kid and basically the fight's going on, and Black Lotus refuses to go with their plan. And then he's like, oh yeah, well you don't have the leverage over me anymore. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I took the kid back. And he's like, oh. And then we get the real fight with, fucking Aldous. Fuck me. You're a bad person too. Oh, and Uncle Aldi. Yeah, what do you want? Want your clothes, your boots, and your chocobo. No, give me the kid. One of Aldis's. Get him! Bruh. My friends. This was very dumb of you. I didn't even get to use all of my fucking Requiescat stacks. The child is unharmed. Uncle Aldi, I'm so sorry. If only I was stronger. It's nothing a little training won't fix. By the way, have you thanked Aldine yet? Oh, right. Thanks for saving me, Aldine. First I thought you were one of the crooks, but you're a really nice person. You tore those men in half! That was sick! Oh, and you're really strong as well. I'm gonna train hard so I can be strong too, and look after myself. Allow me to thank you also, my friend. Unless you wonder, I haven't been idle either. I managed to find solid evidence implicating the ex-Cell Swords, Odd. Or ex-Cell Sword, Odd, our friend whom you saw me having a chat with. brass blades have been alerted to his shenanigans, and he'll trouble us no more. Why is all of this happening off screen? Fuck. Okay, I should note, to be completely fair, I don't know how much room they're given to really do the things I wish this was actually doing. Like, I don't know how much room they usually have to do that. Ordinarily, for the other job quests, it tends to be, like, one clear storyline that expands out a little bit, gets a little bit more complicated, but generally speaking, it stays focused on this one thing. Clearly, more ambitious things are trying to be done here with more, complexer stories, but it feels like either A, they don't have the room to expand on it as they like, and they keep bungling some of the potential of the situation for that reason, or B, they can't write well. It doesn't feel like it'd be that much work to, like, have this kind of pan out more, like, over time. But, like, job quests tend to also be pretty short too, like, the individual job quests tend to be pretty short, so maybe, like, they thought it would be going too much. But at the end of the day, like, I got excited for a tournament arc. I saw 10% of it so far, and now that, well, I imagine the last quest will actually be facing off with Aldous. If that doesn't happen, this quest line is irredeemable. Like, 100%. But, yeah. Wait, that boy just call you uncle? Aye, well, I'm a little too far gone to be his playmate. What of it? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you assumed he was, you know... That certainly explains your black mood. I fucking hate this focus on, like, making Myla seem like a helpless, like, bumbling... Oh, sorry. Like, a helpless... I'm trying to think of the word without just saying woman. Because that's what it feels like they're just saying, oh, women, eh? Because that's what they're doing. Also, notice how, like, Myla is, like, the only woman in the entire job quest? Wait a minute. No, between the Gladiator questline and the Paladin questline, the only woman in it has been Myla, and she's, like, constantly smitten and rendered, like bashful in Aldous' presence, and whenever Aldous does something. Oh my fucking god. This is so bad. To prevent further misunderstanding, he isn't mine. A chance to help him, and we became fast friends, is all. Oh. Oh! Well, it's not like I cared or anything. It's just, given how long you were gone, I wouldn't have been surprised, is all. It takes a lot longer than that to grow them this big. This is nothing to laugh about. But it is. At any rate, all's well that ends well. It's just a pity the dream match between me and Aldine could not be. Don't be so quick to give up. You've evidence that you were being threatened, have you not? I believe there's a good chance we can still make it happen. The All Cup generated such excitement as the Colosseum has not seen in generations. The organizers would have to be hopeless fools to forego the chance to crown it off with a grand finale. I will lodge a formal petition in my capacity as Guildmaster. The match will take place. Just you watch. Ha! That's my Myla. As brilliant as you are... First sword's as good as her word, my friend. Our match is a guaranteed thing. When we finally meet in the arena, let us hold nothing back. No hard feelings if I win, yes? Good luck, buddy. I will go and entrust the young one to the care of the brass blades. Pray come and see me at the guild afterwards. This feels like someone who primarily wrote for A Realm Reborn was writing it. Yeah. Like, actually, though. This feels like a bunch of held-over problems from the writing that, A Realm Reborn had. Well, I mean, some of them. Like, the nature of, like, having not enough room to tell your story in the quest line is a little different from the things that happen in A Realm Reborn, but it feels like the same kind of fundamental misstep that would have taken place in A Realm Reborn for these kinds of things. And hell, they clearly did with fucking Gladiator and Paladin, so... My thanks, Aldine. With your help, not only were we able to save Aldous' boy, we may yet spare the tournament in an unceremonious end. All that remains is to convince the organizers to host the final. Knowing them, though, it won't require much convincing. On the subject of the boy, I would thank you to keep my little understanding to yourself. Now then, I must be about my business. Until such time as the match is confirmed, take what rest you can. You'll need it. At least I get passage of arms. It's official, Aldine. The Colosseum has agreed to host the All Cup final anew. In the interests of maintaining excitement, things are already in motion. Unless you wonder, Odd has since been apprehended by the Brass Blades and cannot hinder the proceedings. All off screen. Don't worry about it. God, it's... Aldous has been informed and makes ready even as we speak. And you should, likewise, see to your own preparations. When all is in order, the tournament registrar will escort you through to the arena. Suffice to say, I shall be cheering you on from the viewing gallery. Good luck, Aldine. Give Aldous a kiss for me, with the rim of your shield. I will shield bash him. I will open with a shield bash just for you, Nyla. You deserve it. This is it, my lord. No more sudden changes of plan. Are you ready to proceed? Yeah, look at all these characters we interacted with exactly once throughout this entire fucking tournament. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, finally, at long last, the moment you all been waiting for is here. The All Cup Final. You got a different sword now. Before this starts, I want to know something. Is that true? Is it true Black Lotus is actually Aldous, the Sword of Nold? What? What? Black Lotus, I must ask you to remove your helm. Oh. Balls, it's really him. What'll happen now? Nothing will happen, that's what. Once expelled, a gladiator may not fight in the Colosseum again. There'll be no match. Fucking... Okay, so you're telling me that you set up this entire storyline with Odd threatening Aldous to throw the match, and for all of that to finish off, and then just to come back through this, threatening it again with something entirely different. Aye, that's right. All this time it was me. I'm the last person who needs to be reminded of my own banishment. If you wish to call off the final, and so be it. I'll not argue. Nonetheless, I ask you this. Will you not let Aldine and I fight? I promise to give you a match that the bards shall long sing of. Oh, come on. One of the greatest swordsmen of our age is about to cross swords with a fabled hero, and you have to even think about it? Everyone here has been aching to see them fight. Is this not so? If there isn't any indication of dishonest conduct, I shall take his head myself. But give them a chance, I say. Remember the incredible performances they've given us thus far, and imagine how much finer it will be. The first sword speaks true. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. It would be a crying shame to have it end like this. Aye, listen to Myla. I came here for a final, and I want one, damn it. Me too. I've watched Elders since I was a lad, and I don't want to watch him fight again. Let it happen. Rules be damned. You brought it up, you... Why did you flip so easily? Shut the fuck up. What was the point? Again, it's just putting Aldous on a pedestal. This writing is atrocious. Holy shit. You have no objections, Aldine? No. I owe him exactly one shield bash. I must confess that I, too, have awaited the match with bated breath. There will be time enough afterwards to revisit past misdeeds. There you have it, Aldous. You have the blessing of all present. Don't ever change, Milo. Come, Aldine. Your opponent is the Sword of Nald. Whoa, okay. Oh, fuck, I didn't open with the goddamn shield bash, did I? No, I tried. Jesus Christ. A magnificent performance from start to finish. Such exquisite blade work I have seldom beheld. Now then, perchance you have heard the champion would be awarded a rare tome. one which holds the secret techniques of the first captain of the Sultan Sworn. Papa Shan, if you would be so kind. Ahem. If I may speak plain, Your Grace, the term does not exist. Oh, well. See what you did there, Master Papa Shan. You've revived not only Sultan Sisigan's tournament, but his vision as well. Well, seems a history lesson is in order. During his reign, Sultan Sasigan ul Sisigan invited swordsmen of all lands to Uldar to fight with his own elite in tournaments. In time, such tournaments came to attract sellswords, giving rise to a national institution, the grand diversion that is the Colosseum. While that was a defining development for Uldar, historians believe that in bringing together expert swordsmen, the Sultan's true intent was to advance the gladiatorial arts. When the balance of power shifted away from the royalists, the royal house lost access to the enormous funds needed to host grand tournaments. The revival of the Ul Cup, the promise of a non-existent prize, all that was in emulation of Sultan Sasigan's vision. You're most perceptive, Aldous. The true purpose in bringing together the highest names in sword play was to raise the gladiatorial arts higher, as the Sultan once did. And though we walk in his footsteps, our destination lies a little farther. For it is my hope that not only Uldar, but Eorzea as a whole is strengthened. From the Garlean menace of the beast tribes and their primals, the realm is faced with numerous threats. If we are to protect our homes and loved ones, we must keep our blades sharp and our shields strong. Forgive me, Your Grace. Had you known there was neither tome nor technique, I feared you would not consent to the tournament. You should have consulted me from the first. As it stands, we must needs find another means of rewarding our champion. My dear Aldine, speak unto me your desire. I shall do mine utmost to bestow it. Oh my god. A noble request befitting your kind-hearted self. Ere I grant it, however, there is one thing I would know. I am given to understand you are sentenced to exile for being party to bribery. Is this true? It is, Your Grace. I see. Very well, then. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultan of Uldar, do hereby absolve you of all crimes. Our fair nation has need of men of your strength and skill, now more than ever. 'Twould be unconscionable to cast you aside. And to the champion Aldine, I offer my joyous congratulations. Your victory this day shall long remain in our hearts and minds. Though the tournament has come to a close, I pray that all of you shall ever strive to raise your art higher, for the good of all the realm. That was a fight to remember. You've truly grown strong, my friend. There was also no, like, mechanical build-up to this entire thing. Like, Aldous has some interesting mechanics. That's neat. I really wish any of the other fights that we had earlier on, you know, the fucking hour or so ago that was, had anything close to that. It would have been a nice lead-up into it, actually. I hate this questline. I hate this questline end to end. You're even stronger than Uncle Aldi. If I'm gonna challenge you one day, I'm gonna have to train extra hard. Do you think such a motive existed for the tournament? Oh, and I didn't even talk about the whole, like, reviving the tournament thing. Like, yet again, it just blindsides you with something that was never established or talked about, or actually, no, I think it was talked about, like, at the very beginning. Because I did do the level 70 before I did anything, if I, like, well, I did. I'd have to go back and have a look at that. But at least then, it wouldn't be, it would have a decent amount of setup, but, like, that's not bad, but when the rest of the thing is written like trash, and it's like, oh, but it was actually about this, I'm just like, fuck you. Who cares? I wasn't invested in any of the shit you actually did, because you resolved it before I could even get interesting. Fuck me. I think that's such a, yeah. We gladiators too must endeavor to do our part for the greater good of the realm. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. You here, my dear? Ah, but the things one must do to arrange a simple match with Aldine. Judging by how quickly you've improved in my short time away, had we fought but a few days earlier, I like to think I would have come out on top. So, good to return to the Colosseum. You have Her Grace's personal endorsement. I'd say that's as good as one can get. And as a finalist in the Old Cup, you would draw decent crowds. We'd be glad to have you back. Ha! Never dreamed that this day would come. Well, I suppose I'll resume my wanderings. What? You're given a royal pardon, yet you're leaving Uldar again? Myla, you watched Aldine and I fight. For all my training during my travels, all the hardships I subjected myself to, I was no match for him. It is plain I still want for experience, for knowledge and skill, and I won't be at peace until I gain it. Surely you understand this. Yes, but... Worry not, Myla. I will visit whenever I can. After all, there's a filly back home who whinnies incessantly after me. And you, my free paladin friend. Not only did you oblige me with a match, you rescued my boy and defended my honor besides. For that, I cannot thank you enough. I learnt much and more from our encounter. Did you? Did you? Are you sure about that? Nothing at all about, like, rethinking how you're treating, I don't know, probably the only woman in the entire fucking questline? Like, that... No? Okay. Yeah. Cool. Love it. Keenly, I do look forward to our... oh, hang on. A much round encounter. And I should be glad if you got something out of it also. Keenly do I look forward to our next meeting, when we can simply square off with no complicating factors to distract us. That is a real line written by someone who wrote a story that was so stupidly complex, that was so, like, stupidly... Fuck. Ugh. Absolute fucking trash fire, end to end. I actually cannot believe that. Fucking amazing. This concludes the Paladin quest for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In order to do the thing, yep, to have level lost. Once you've done so, yep, gentlemen's. Cool. Now, I am going to have to do some leveling on stream here. But, I figure... Yeah. I figure in the meantime I can, start the tank stuff in Shadowbringers. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I think the Paladin job questline is actually just the worst. Like, end to end, I feel like it's nothing but, like, wasted potential. The only one I think that is written, like, half well is probably the Gladiator part of it. Yeah, maybe it's just the Paladin one that I have a problem with. Like, Gladiator was fine. Paladin, or The level 30 to 50 Paladin was fine, if a bit kind of whatever. Heaven's Word was atrocious, and Shadowbringer, and Stormblood, whilst not as bad, is definitely not great. Like, clearly nothing was learnt from Heaven's Word, and yeah. Thankfully, we've at least got, a better questline to go through. I'm not going to read it all. I think I'll probably, like, skip through it a bit, because I've, like, seen it before, so there isn't much for me to, like, sit there and react to, or, like, speculate about in terms of the story, because I have seen it, but we'll go through it again, and just kind of remind myself, because I think this questline's actually really good. And in particular, doing this the first time with Ray, who has a story, who's, like, at least, like, headcanon stuff for me, is, like, has a lot of parallels with, like, the place Granson finds himself, was really intriguing. Maybe I'll talk about that a bit, but... The tall, dark stranger is regarding you with a mixture of curiosity and approval. I'm taller than him. Hi. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I'd remember if I had. Seen your fair share of fighting, have you? And where besides that? Huh. Rest assured, I've no secret designs. Name's Granson. Bounty hunter by trade, mostly sin eaters. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. Sort that we must get mistaken for that warrior of darkness folks have been talking about recently. That right? Easy, killer. Couldn't care less if who you are or what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner. Someone willing to join me in the hunt for the biggest prize this side of Norvran. I'd hear the details first. Yeah, thought that'd grab your attention. Oh god, I forget how to pronounce this. Dekaya sign? The fiend I'm after, one of the so-called carnal virtues, as folks want to call them. There were hopes that somehow the death of all three in the wardens might have put an end to the Kaya sign, but alas no. Seems the rules that bind other sin eaters don't apply to the virtues. Death of all three? Wait a minute. Wait, was that a line that was different because I'm coming to him after I've beaten Shadowbringers? Huh. I mean, by virtue of that alone, this already shits on the fucking job quest, but Jesus. Former Warriors of Light. The esteemed heroes who saved the realm a century ago. The old Brandon was one of them, I'm told. Stop me if you've heard this all before. Anyway, like his comrades, Brandon died in the process, only to return relatively recently as a Sin Eater. The better to torment we few survive their mercy. Needless to say, I aim to put an end to all that. Heard the pitch, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting him with me? Yep. Not a word of hesitation. I like you, sinner. Shit. I mean, I wanted to blast through it, but... Nevertheless, I'll need you to humour me and prove you're the dab hand I think you are, for my sake as well as yours. Heard reports of stray eaters drifting close to the Crystarium. Come with me and put my mind at ease. Oh yeah, and now that I've done that quest, I can finally do this. This is like the only redeeming quality of, Paladin right now. Awful questline, I don't like the class design that much. But hey, Passage of Arms is pretty cool. Now, we're out in Lakeland, but I can take the Ethernet out to Thingy, if I remember correctly. Cover, too. Yeah, you know what? Cover as well. Obviously there's not much to it. There's not much to cover visually, but I do like that as a concept. Hell, I actually used it to save, a, Castrum Meridianum run. We were fighting Livia, and it was down to me and a DPS, and I managed to use cover to hopefully not let the DPS die, and actually managed it, so that was fun. I don't have music up. Just give me a second. Gotta get some stuff up. Oh my god, it's still got the... It's still got the goddamn Brian David Gilbert shit. Oh god. No, that's the wrong playlist. Fucking shit. That's a bit loud. Did that? No. Fuck. Oh god, don't tell me this guy fucking... Yeah, I should have done that. Oh, okay, we're good. It's starting off really well today. Oh boy. Oh, unless I didn't have that on the whole time? No, I... Oh, no. I switched to Black Mage to show Haunted, my outfit for the, wedding. And that would have, that would have, Oh god, I have muscle spasm down my side. What the fuck? Oh, that hurt. I don't think I've been sitting, right during work and shit, so, like, I'm all over the place. Old people problems. Yeah, fucking tell me about it. I am 31. It's bound to happen eventually. Don't call me out like this. I should be saying that. You're the one who said it. But yeah, I switched to Black Mage to show the outfit to Haunted, and then I obviously switched back to Paladin, which would have turned off my tank stance. When I sit on a chair, I'm all bendy, like, and I don't sit straight. Yep. You're not alone with that one, that's for sure. Oh, no. Oh my god, I'm facing the wrong fucking way. Jesus Christ. It's only on a 2-minute. Cooldowns are all out of sync. Yeah, like, I don't want to sound harsh, like, when I'm, like, criticizing, like, the questline writing and stuff like that, like, I should acknowledge that, like, given the unique nature of the job quest specifically, being relatively short and having to, like, tell a story relevant to, like, a job, like, there's obviously some unique challenges with that, and it's not, like, it wouldn't be a mark against anyone if, like, it didn't pan out the first time, but, like, it got worse as it went on, which I think is probably the biggest problem, honestly. But, like, it also, like, yeah, it just like never ever found its mark, and which is sad because it starts off fine, you know. I don't know. It's honestly like a big letdown, especially when they set up with like some good ideas too. Like the tournament arc is legitimately a good idea. It can be done really damn well. They just didn't do it in a way that, like, really lended itself to being good. And the thing is, too, that I feel like they could have told the same story, like, without, Oh, wow, it barely goes above that. Jesus. I feel like a lot of the problems are easily addressable, like reviewing it and just seeing how it flows. I guess it's just really strange too, because like so much other writing in the game got like much better as the expansions progressed. It's just like the Paladin questline is kind of unique in that it doesn't get any better. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we should have committed. Oh. Like, I think that last one in particular, like, Heavensward was bad, but at least I could call that, like, ambitious, right? What they were trying to do was pretty complex, and I feel like they were misguided thinking they could fit that kind of story into a job quest. But at the very least, I can look at that and go, like, you know what? They fucking tried it, though. It didn't work, but, like, there's at least something laudable in that. For the Stormblood one, it feels like it, like, went out of its way to waste the potential that the, like, that it could have had. It's, yeah, baffling. Oh my god, no. Oh, I was gonna say, we really not gonna even kill one of them before they spawn? I suppose we do have a bard, and they would 100% dot up everything. Oh, are they stunning me? I should not have used that there. Should have just waited until the boss to use that. God, someone is not keeping up with their fucking shit. That's all 400, right? Oh, except for... No, I couldn't have gotten that anyway. Hold up. Yeah, I'll take those. No, I don't need that. At least get the glam there. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. Easy every time. Oh my god, I didn't do the atonement. Fuck, I should have... Wow, I'm really bad at this rotation. Oh, whatever. I can do them now. Still kind of fucks me up, because then I have to do a repeat here. Probably should have left that to the samurai, but alright. Nope. And nope. I'm gonna take a look at this shield before we move on. Oh, I've also got something as well. Oh, I can hand them in another time. Ooh! Ooh, I like that one, actually. I do like a good amount of, black and gold, even if, like, some of the gold is clearly, like, rust, if anything. Hey, bud. There you are. Very good. Sin Eaters were sighted west of the Ancestor Gate, so we'll need to head through there before we begin our search. If you happen to have any objections to killing Eaters for sport, remember that many were once innocent people. You'd be doing them a favor putting them out of their misery. Oh, I didn't realize that was a melee ability. I miss going into Bolsia already. That would have been so much faster to do. Good clean work. It's clearly not your first time. Let's do this once more just to confirm it wasn't a fluke though. Besides, less Sin Eaters, the better. God, that's a long cast time. Getting better at that opener, at least. I gotta be honest, like, a lot of Paladin's design makes me, like, makes me raise an eyebrow. Because, like, well, actually, I can get into this. I'll get into this as I'm, like, going through. Yeah, that'll do. You're exactly the sort of man I've been looking for. My apologies for subjecting you to such a silly test, but I'd rather not have an amateur's death on my conscience. Let's head back to the winding stairs, and we'll get on to the second quest. We haven't listened to, 999 in a while. But yeah, like, so, a lot of Paladin stuff ties into MP. And, yeah, that's cool. Dark Knight does that as well, obviously. Black Mage as well, yeah. So, like, I don't mind that being a resource. The thing is that, like, you can only spend MP on a couple of things. Holy Spirit and... Well, Holy Spirit and, Clemency. Because Confiteor costs MP, but that's a combo. And, I think that's the only other thing that costs MP, yeah. So, like, okay... You have some spenders if you want to dump MP. It's mostly just for healing, though. So just make sure you're still keen on our agreement. We're going to put an end to this accursed existence. Yep. Settled. Now every hunt begins with an investigation, and ours is no exception. Decay sign can be rather difficult to aid and pin down, but before we commence ours, we would do well to attend to our respective preparations. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. Shaped by tragedy. Set to embark on a great hunt, and let us be about it. Before you ask, I have no intention of leading us into the wilds without even an inkling of Decay sign's whereabouts. Northrend may not be a particularly large realm, even before the flood, but it'd take us a dozen lifetimes to scour every nook and cranny. So we'll start by asking around a place I know for a fact Decay sign attacked before, the village of Wright on Calusia. While I don't have even reason to believe he will return, I'd like to think that the survivors might know something of value. After all, you can be sure that they haven't forgotten the day the bastard came through. Let us be off then. The thing is that, like, most of your spenders for MP are rotational. Like, you're not casting Holy Spirit Raw because it interrupts, like, your rotation, right? You're only using it as a response to using Requiescat. So, like, your MP spending is rotational. So then you'd think, okay, well, maybe there's something I need to do to make sure my MP is there for that burn then. Maybe it's less that you need to... or you need to be dumping MP at the right time, but maybe you need to be restoring MP at the right time. No. That is rotational as well. So then my question is, why the fuck are those two things even feeding into MP in the first place? Because it seems like it doesn't need to. If those two things are entirely rotational, then... okay. Like, if over time you don't have to do anything but follow the rotation correctly, and not even, like, doing some smart things to preserve your MP or anything like that, literally as it's laid out, and your MP positive, so long as you're doing the rotation, over time your MP on average goes up, then what the fuck is the point? Why doesn't Clemency just eat MP, the MP rate adjusted, or the MP recovery rate adjusted, and the rotation does something different and more interesting? Because as it stands, it looks more complicated than it actually is, because you hit Requiescat, hit the same button 4 times, then hit Confiteor, and then at some point you do a bunch of atonements. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Like, looking at it, I thought it was going to be actually complex, but then it's just like, no, use the abilities when they come off cooldown. And, I mean, they get healing later on, so you can, like, stagger them a little bit through your rotation if you really want to get use out of the heal from Holy Spirit. But in that case, like, but you're still going to line that up with cooldowns, which means you're going to be spamming it, which means you're not saving it for a heal. Like, you'd be silly to, because killing the boss quicker means that you will have to heal less, or have to tank less. Like, welcome to Right. I reckon it might not seem like much to you, but to me, never mind. We'll save that conversation for after. Tracking down to Kaya Sign is what matters right now. Let's split up and ask after the bastard. Better odds of turning up useful information that way, I'd wager. Okay, so immediately, one thing that springs out to me, like, in comparison to the Paladin questline, Granson there alluded to having some history with Wright, but we don't know that. We have absolutely no idea what that is. But he's like, look, we'll talk about that later. Much like a similar thing when Milo was like, oh, that gladiator's fighting style seemed to be familiar. Oh, well, anyway. Like, that's hinting at something the player should know. But and I guess, like, that's not a bad thing, because it, like, might make the player think, oh, who is that, if they haven't already? And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I just think they did it so much in that particular questline that it was kind of silly. What? What do you want with me? I was after Sin Eaters. Sin Eater, the one that came and killed everyone? Oh god, is he here? Why are you talking about him? Oh, I knew I should have stayed inside. Nothing but death out here now. Death and horror and eaters and... the noise. There's Grandson. Where's the other person we're meant to talk to? Huh? I remember this being a little bit of a pain, but... Oh, right, they're out over here. Where'd you come from? What do you want? Kaya sign, that thrice damned eater that's been the spitting image of a Galgant Knight. That Kaya sign. I can't help you. All I know is that when he came, he... Wicked White, if you had seen the carnage, you would... I'm sorry, I can't talk about this. Anything worth listening to? Nope. Wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us. There's no moving on from that. What's your connection to this village? I was planning to tell you the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is as good as any time. Oh, I should have turned the BGM back on. Fuck, because the sad music would have kicked in right there. Whoops. We'll pause it at the very least. Give it a little bit more seriousness. I was born and raised in Wright. Lacking any real prospects, I eked out a living as a hunter. Might have tried my hand at something more exciting, had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life, Melinda. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from this Yulmoran trader. Bloke dealt mostly in antiques, and he had this bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old with a questionable provenance, but supposedly it once belonged to royalty or some such. The Fangs of Orthus, he called it. Me and her had been talking about tying the proverbial knot, buying land, building a home, that sort of thing. Around here, that might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. So when the trader made his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyards to pick up extra tools and materials she needed for work. Quality stuff, but I'd pay for it. It'd pay for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to Wright, the Kaya sign had been busy. Spied at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about, trying to make sense of their new lot. The grandmother who lived next door and shared the fruits of her orchard with us. The gruff woodsman who'd brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter. Both of them reduced to mindless fiends, just like that. It wasn't time to mourn or to think. Started looking for Melinda. And there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met, and we knew it was going to be alright. We ran for each other, and... Even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment she was there, right there, in front of me, and the next she was... The Sky Sign knelt and took the Fangs of Orthus, then left, leading a host of sin-eaters out of Wright. Melinda, I still couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge. She just hovered there and stared, waiting for me to end it. Well, could never say no to her. Not once in the years we've been together. For all the times she'd welcomed me home with a bowl of hot stew, all the times she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way. For all that and more, I killed her. Swore then and there I'd have my vengeance. The Kaya sign would die by my hand. I carved the scars in my flesh to mirror the ones he left in my soul. An enduring reminder of the vow that I never dare stray from the path. There, all done. No need to wallow in it. Wouldn't want my tragic yet trite tale to put you off our hunt. Still with me to the end, sinner. Yeah, but, you might need therapy, man. That's the spirit. Still, I've some unfinished business here, so if you'd give me a moment, before we resume, I would be most grateful. That was a really bad time to turn off the fucking background music. Grandson would like to know nothing more than leave right behind. Sorry to keep you waiting, sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it as I am. Trouble is, in your absence, I failed to turn up any information of the whereabouts. There is one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue, though. The Fangs of Orthus. The bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore, and that the Eater took with him when he went left-right. Sin Eaters are mindless fiends driven only by base instinct. Everyone knows that. They've no need for worldly possessions. Yet Dikaiosine took the bracelet anyway, which can only mean that there's something unique about this particular antique, or the sinless bastard's somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Probably both. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the Fangs of Orthus, and I know just the man to ask, the Umoran trader who commissioned Melinda's services. Much as I'd like to question him myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though Dikaiosine's attack a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader will believe that an Eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. So I'm afraid you'll have to go in my stead, Aldine. Melinda said he was a regular at the Beehive, so try looking for him there first. Oh my god. Please, just... No. Thank you. I should have just gone through the fucking menu. Oh. I was trying to hum along to that, and then my voice just fucking disappeared. Ah. Hello, sir. And to what do I owe the pleasure that is your company? Fangs of Orthus, you say? Very interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything that I know, under the assumption that should you recover it, you will see it return to its rightful owner at once. Purchased the bracelet from a travelling peddler who claimed it was a relic of Vobert. Or Verbert? Vobert? That glorious kingdom that fell with the flood like so many others. You spoke true from what I could tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tidy profit, after having it properly restored by an artisan right. Alas, she was one of the several casualties of a Sin Eater attack during which the Fangs of Orthus mysteriously vanished. I have, of course, been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that the thief might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably, but a piece of similar design did recently surface in Ward Sook, I am told. I was planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. Yeah. Now, I am probably going to have to do, like, 2 dungeons to get myself to 80. So... Oh, shut up. I'm literally 1 average high level off being able to just do Mount Gorg. So he thinks it's stolen. Just, well, probably not know where to head next if it wasn't for his distrusting nature. This piece of similar design, something, might attract attention, assuming it hasn't already. Right. I'm gonna quickly detour to Crystarium, just to get, like, a ring or something to replace, the one that's only 240 on my fucking, character. I'm super curious, like, if the development of the oh, going the wrong way. If like the job quest ran into any problems with writing, because I struggle to believe that they'd be okay with like the story being like that. Because it really just doesn't seem up to standard with the other ones, you know? I want a ring. It's $3.95, that'll do. Oh, let's replace the other ring. There we go. Alright, I can do Mount Gould at least. Oof, 12 minutes, Jesus. Hold up. Yeah, that's a bit better. I wonder why Mount Gould is, like... Oh, probably because it's a level 79 dungeon, so if people are actually going to grind to 80, they'd probably be in there less, and they wouldn't be selecting that, if they're not doing, like, just roulette or whatever. I've got to think about dinner soon as well. Fine weather we're having today in Maud Sook, isn't it? No such thing as a thing without value. That's the creed of these folk. We'll have no shortage of Vobitite trinkets here. Finding the right one, on the other hand, is the challenge. I say divide and conquer as before. Yes? Do you have business with me, traveller? Oh, the Verbitite choker. Is that what all this fuss is about? Then you're in luck, for my husband has yet to sell it. Once we realized how valuable it was, though, he insisted on carrying it with him at all times. You're not willing to wait for him to return. You could try to find him at the ruins where he's scavenging for relics. They're not far. Oh, that man's dead. Absolutely fucking dead. Zin Zin. Well met, well met. How may I be of service to you? Oh ho! A choker that once belonged to the Verbitite royalty, you say? If only I had such a remarkable treasure in my possession. But no, I do not. All my years here, I've never heard of someone unearthing such a thing. Oh, right, we go tell Granson what's up before we leave. What news? Found him. He's somewhere out there. Huh, I think it was that easy. You've the luck of the Fae. But we need to hurry. My theory's correct, and so long as that scavenger has the choker, he's a target for Dikaiosine. He certainly is. I haven't hung out in this area with the background music on in ages. Which is kind of blasphemy, because I do really enjoy the music around here. But, like, most of the time it's just because I'm, like, grinding fates or something. Oh. Oh no. Oi, you. Oh. God, okay. Oh. hate that they still talk. I'm actually surprised I didn't have the flashback there. It must be the next quest that I do that. Jesus, almost missed him. There's the stance. The stance of edge. Shame you missed the fun. This one bit off more than he could chew. Probably because it was a newborn. You can tell by the lingering vestiges of intelligence and self. You can see it in their eyes. Like when Dakaya-san... Don't tell me. You saw him. Yeah, he straight up took the choker and left. Wicked White. He took the choker too. Damn it. Can't keep getting away with it. Can't keep getting away with it. It's just like, right. It's too late to save him. Just like I was too late to save her. Not again. Never again. I'll hunt you to the ends of the world, Dakaya-san. Vengeance will be mine. Right, yeah. Neither the time nor the place. More readers would be about. Yeah, no shit. Fucking Cardinal Virtue just left and you're yelling out in the fucking middle of nowhere. It's just... Every time I cut one down, it reminds me of my first. Of her. Which is fair. All the more reason to go to therapy, my friend, because holy shit, do you need it. May have failed to stop him this time, but what matters is we'll both live to see another day. Pity the scavenger didn't, and the wife just doesn't yet know she's become a widow. Sod it, I'll tell her what happened. I've been there, so maybe it'll help me to find the right words. Not that there ever are any. Afterwards, I'll have a good think about our next step. Don't let me keep you from your affairs, blah blah blah. Hey there, sinner. Broke the bad news to the window of that scavenger while you were away. She took it as bad as well as you'd expect. After she cried herself hoarse, I started asking her about the choker and where her husband had got it. Seems he and his mates took a trip to El Meg a year or so back, hoping to cart off all of the Verbatite treasures they could carry from an untouched ruin they'd learned about. Of course, in their greed, they neglected to account for the Fey folk, who killed or drove mad most of them. Those who survived didn't come away empty-handed, though. In fact, they'd stumbled upon a remarkable find, 3 sacred treasures of the royal family. They escaped with 2, the Fangs of Orthus being one of them, which was sold by another scavenger to a Yulmoran. Either that merchant you met at the Beehive or an agent of his, I'd wager. So the merchant gives it over to Melinda for restoration, after which Dakaya-san attacks right, presumably because he's after it as well. Meanwhile, the scavenger here in Mod Sook keeps the choker, the Eyes of Orthus, locked away for safekeeping. When he finally decides to sell it, the sinless bastard shows up again. Which brings us to the here and now. Damned if I know why, but at this point there's no denying that Dakaya-san's been hunting the royal relics. And so, assuming that he hasn't already claimed the third one, the Claws of Orthus, then I say we should get our hands on it first, and then use it to lure him out of hiding. But to that end, we'll have to venture into the fairy kingdom ourselves. The scavengers didn't receive the warmest welcome, and we're not like to be treated any better. Oh no, I will. I was away with the Fae for a time. Why does that not surprise me? Well, if you and the Fae have an understanding, perhaps we can traverse their lands without worry. That settles it then. We'll head to Ilmeg and ask him, ask after his, this Vobotite ring. Oh, Jesus. Oh shit, they hit 3 million at GDQ. Nice. What a remarkably uneventful trip. I kept jumping at shadows, waiting for eaters or foul demons to, or worse, to attack. Though that might be preferable to the Fae thing, frankly. Still, we're going to have to deal with them eventually if we're going to find this ring. After all, the new Mo were part of Vobotite society, and without their help, I'm not sure where to even begin our search. Perhaps there's a village of some sort you can guide us to? Let's play any. Any, eh? Very well, lead on. Leader Luran. Wow. Terrible time of, terrible weather to pick to come to fucking Ilmeg. Why'd I have to come here when it's foggy? This area is so pretty. Actually, what the fuck am I doing? There's a goddamn aetheryte there. I just couldn't see it because of all of the fucking quests. Oh, God. Oh, fucking Rose. So, I posted, a self-promo tweet in, Luca's Discord. And in response to me saying, I hope the Paladin questline gets a bit better, Rose just posts an X. For doubt. So that's fun. Something about your demeanor bespeaks a question unasked. Have I the right of it? Ring that belonged to the royal family of Vobert. It was called the Claws of Orthus. But Vobert is long gone, as are the caretakers of the ring you seek. Who can say where it might have got to? I don't know, I think one of you might know. Oh, hello there. You have questions for me? Claws of Orthus? It is a ring, you say? The name I've heard before, but I know nothing save that. Oh, Sol Ol served the royal family before the flood. Somewhat temperamental they are, but surely they will have knowledge of this treasure you seek. Had yourself a conversation or three? Learned anything interesting? I have a name that we can work with. I wonder what determines the camera being locked. I've been trying to figure out if it's like, something will eventually lead to a cutscene, or this thing just came out of a cutscene, or if there's going to be some particular action the NPC is going to take before the end of that dialogue. Yeah, well, she was right. Yeah, weird. Bugger all. No, he moved there. back to the tunes. Help? We did blast through that pack. Maybe the Sage is just being super greedy on DPS. Wasn't really watching what they were attacking, so... Should add some neon white music to this playlist now. Oh god, that really eats through my fucking MP. Oh my god. I had... It fucking put Hallowed Ground on cooldown! Fuck you! Awesome. That's such bullshit. Probably gonna have to pull less if that Sage is not really up to healing. Like, I did bungle the cooldowns a bit. I probably shouldn't have blown Sentinel on that first pack, but like I was feeling really, really fragile and wasn't getting a lot of healing. So like, I feel like I needed to, but I mean, they seem to be healing me really well now, so, like, I don't understand what the problem was before. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, this is gonna be a dungeon. I'm actually super confused if the healer is just deliberately not doing shit. God, yeah, I'm really not pulling hard with this healer. Should level Sage next. Ow. Would be another quickie like Reaper. And, healer Qs, so... I am not doing the big pull here. That random name doesn't work. I just realized that was their fucking name. Dan. lasts long enough. I think it should. Yep. Cool. Ooh. Actually, maybe that didn't. Oh god, the healer's dead. Oh, immune. Cool. Why? There wasn't even a percent left. Jesus Christ. I think that was that the samurai? I'm pretty sure that was a melee limit break. I don't think I've ever had to clemency myself this much. Like, not that paladins shouldn't be expected to do a little bit of that. And admittedly, I've probably forgotten that I can just do that to some degree sometimes, but at the same time, like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, get annihilated. Holy shit. Yeah, someone in this party is doing shitloads of damage. Smize, it's a red mage. Given the, their res before, yeah, like, at the very least, they know what they're doing. They are also the only DPS that's level synced, too, so that would probably make sense. I should not have used that. Great, now I have no open up. Awesome. Let's go. Requiescat timing is really fucked with my cooldowns lining up. Oh, I didn't need to miss that combo. Well, Samurai's definitely, limit break happy, that's for sure. How much XP am I off? Oh, God. I really hope I don't have to do a third one. That would fucking suck. Oh, the red mage left. Fuck. I was gonna give them the, recommend there, or the commendation there. Because they deserve that. Why am I running? Do not know you, yet you seem to know me. Uh-oh. Flashback! The fifth was discovered yesterday. A young girl not yet of age, transformed into a misshapen beast like the others before her. As if we needed more proof of a pattern. At this rate, any citizen could be next. Tell me you at least learned something from this one. I studied her remains myself. 'Twas plain a powerful magic had been employed. Vestiges of the enchantment lingered long after. The culprit, I think, is not a man to be trifled with. That is all I can say for now, but you may rest assured that I will ascertain their identity ere long. On my honor as court mage, I swear it. Until I do, however, I would implore you, you and your fellow knights to dispatch any who turn or show signs, without hesitation. But these are our kith and kin. Should we not try to keep them alive until a way to reverse their transformation can be found? Your mercy would place countless others at risk. As a knight of Vobert, did you not vow to serve all her people? Justice for the weakest among us. Was it not? How many such innocents will die before you do what needs to be done? It pains me deeply, Brandon, but the safety of the royal family is paramount. I fear that to take anything less than the most drastic measures would be to invite death into this castle. Death is already here. Surely, oh, surely you must see that. I don't know who that is. I think it's the princess, actually? Yeah. I will not let it be whispered that Princess Soldia turned a blind eye to her people's suffering. These crimes are a tragedy that weighs upon every Vobertite's soul, mine most of all, and that is why I will take charge of the investigation myself. My lady, be reasonable. You cannot put yourself in harm's way. You have a responsibility to your subjects. So I am to gamble with their lives instead. Let them shield me while I alone take shelter and look down on them from on high. Yes, exactly. You're their princess. You are Brandon, yes? The new recruit. A rather promising one from what the captain has told me. You will attend me personally. My lady? You heard me. I will not stand idly by when I have the power to make a difference. Together we will see justice done for all, as your vow and your princess demand. Lady Soldia, I understand. Forgive me my hesitation. My life and my sword are yours to command. I have great expectations for you. I trust you will not disappoint me. Right. There is no telling when our culprit will strike again, so we must begin our investigation at once. There are witnesses to be questioned, clues to be gathered. Come, come. Now? Lady Soldia! Lady Soldia! Ever the stubborn child. I wish you the best of luck, Brandon. You will need it and more. Hey, you alright? Oh yeah, sorry, I have those sometimes. The way you are holding your head as if racked by a terrible pain. What happened to you just now? I looked into the past. Lady Soldia, you saw her with your mind's eye. Then it is as I suspected. You have the gift too. You are like Brandon. What do you mean he's like Brandon? Unsheaths his sword. Why have you come to me? What is it that you seek? I see. For this hunt of yours, you have come to Ilmeg in search of claws of Orthus. I'm afraid this is no simple matter. First, I would know that you are capable of facing the eater you seek. Okay. There is a spot in a river not far from here in which I used to bathe, until a number of beasts grew equally fond of it. If you are the warrior you claim to be, they should pose no challenge whatsoever. As for you, I have questions. I trust you about as far as I can throw you, and in that armor, it's barely anywhere. Fuck you. I actually got a ring after that as well. Son of a... Went to all that trouble. So, I think if I can manage it, like, going through the rest of this quest line and then finishing off the... but it's already like 20 to 6. Maybe I could... you know what? Maybe I'll leave it here for now. Or I'll get done with this one quest and go from there. But maybe I'll, maybe I'll leave this for now, and I can do, like, a half stream of, like, finishing off Paladin and then starting something else. Which, honestly, is probably going to be Sage, because now that I think about it, I really want to play Sage. So, yeah. I'll do this, and then we'll wrap it up. That'll be about 3 hours, so... it's a good amount of time for a stream. Besides, I need to think about dinner now that I think about it. Oh, no. No, hold on. Oh god, I can't fucking see anything at this angle. Oh, I sort of can, but it's harder to make out. Oh god, I can't hit that button. Just keep doing the combo. Nice. Oh god, why are you taking so long to load? Oh wow, it's still like... wow, delivery time's nothing. Awesome. Beast no more then. Good, good. I had the heart to do it myself, for they were no ordinary beasts, but old friends who had survived the flood. Victims of the curse you heard us speak of in your vision. So this curse transforms people into monsters, like how sin eaters can spawn more of their own kind. I will speak no more of this or other matters until after you have completed the task I set before you. This is not negotiable, grandson. Aldine accepted the terms, and so must you. So secretive, the both of you. Can't we all just speak plain? What the fuck have I done to you? A comrade refuses to acknowledge this situation. This may take time, but I am patient. Indeed, I've dealt with many a stubborn child in my life. Oh yeah, this is where Granson cracks the shits at us. Cause, like, I completely understand it, because, like, Granson's whole thing is that he's impatient and vengeance, seeking. So, like, anything that's not directly attributed, or directly helping with him being able to achieve that is a waste of time. And once he gets a whiff that, like, you're like Brandon, he starts going, I don't actually know too much about this guy, and now they're talking past me as if I'm not here, and I really hate that. Again, Granson needs fucking therapy. In case it wasn't obvious. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there then. 3 hours on the dot. So I'm likely working from home this week. Well, at least for the beginning of the week. I don't know what the rest of it's gonna be like. So in the future, I'm probably gonna wrap up, this little bit, and then, finish up, with the Paladin, level 80 quest. And, then we'll start doing some Sage, and what'll probably happen is I'll pick up the first quest, and then I'll go back through some older dungeons to, like, give myself subsets of the skills I have, and kind of work out how I want to put everything, when I do that. And I especially want to be careful, like, learning Sage, because from what I've seen, it definitely is a Scholar feels a little bit more reactive, because you can put a lot of, like, big shields and, like, a decent subset of, like, straight-up healing abilities. That it doesn't... it doesn't require too much setup to maintain, but from what I understand, like, Sage is a little bit more, proactive. You have to be a lot more proactive with Sage. So I want to make sure, like, I get that down pat. But, yeah. That'll happen at some point. Nothing out of the ordinary, I think, for the next week or so. Still got, like, one more weekend, I think, before I can think about doing AI the Somnium Files. And depending on where I'm at with, well, actually, I should probably talk to Luca about, if we want to do, like, both days, or, like, what would work best for her. 'Cause she has been doing some stuff on the weekends for streams lately, and I don't want to get in the way of her thing, or, like, her streaming when she feels like it, but I also would like to stream it at least consistently, or be able to plan around, like, what we're going to do. I mean, I'd like to go through it as much as I can, but we'll have to see what happens. So yeah. Some amount of 14 during the week, I imagine. Then... probably some more Elden Ring on the weekend, now that I've got my, tour of, our tarnished NPCs out of the way. Feel pretty good. Oh, actually, no. There is one more person I need to go back and visit. Actually, I don't know if... I'll talk about that more when Elden Ring comes back up. Yeah, and then DMC 3 on the weekend. Please, please pray that I don't fucking sleep in or just feel like absolute trash next weekend, because I really want to play DMC 3, but so much shit's gotten in the way. Playing them. But yeah, that's it for now. So, thank you very much for watching live or on the VODs. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I hope to see you all next time.